All right, what's going on, guys? So we just picked up a trailer. I'm going to pick up one of my friends right now to help me load this car we're buying. I don't really think it's the best idea that I bought another car, but I kind of got caught up in the moment, and we'll just make the best of it. So the car's in pretty rough shape. It needs a lot of work, but it'll be worth it when it's done. While I'm waiting on parts for the GSX, I'm gonna start messing with this car and getting it cleaned up and ready for whatever motor we decide to do. So I'll give you more on that once I get the car. We've got a couple ideas for what swaps we want to put in it, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. So I'm on my way to pick the car up right now, and I will show you guys when I get it. So we're back at the house now. We got the car dropped off. This is the next day. I really didn't have much time after we got it unloaded and all that stuff last night. It got dark before I could show you guys the car, so I'm gonna do that now. It's only gonna sit here for like a couple days, and then we're gonna pull the GSX out of my garage and bring it here for a little while I'm waiting on parts, and then put this car in my garage, and I'm gonna start working on it and getting everything pulled down and kind of seeing where it's at structurally. Probably gonna have to tube the front end, so we'll get that cut off and start that process. The car's in really bad shape. I'm not even gonna lie about that. It's definitely seen better days. It's had probably multiple owners that really didn't give a shit about it, and they just started cutting stuff off thinking they knew what they were doing, and it doesn't really look like a lot of people did. So I'll show you guys the car. You kind of have to have a vision for it. So this is it right now. This is an 89 240SX S13 coupe. I don't really know what the color is. You can tell that the previous owners, someone was a very mature individual with their sweet ass stickers. There's no interior, as you can see, so all the sound deadening is going to come out of it. We're going to clean it all up. Definitely build a custom dash, pull the rest of that wiring out. It had the mirror in there, but that fell out on the way home. That was cool. The fenders are destroyed, so over fenders pretty much will be the only option there. I don't know what front end we're gonna do yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do a Sylvia front or just a regular pop-up front. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, there's really nothing in there. That's all cut out, so we're gonna have to do a bunch of work in there. This fender, same thing, it's ruined. These wheels are junk. This mirror fell off going down the road, so that was sweet. The body's not too horrible. There's no rust under it, which was like the biggest thing for me was rust, so we're good there. The trunk doesn't latch. There's no latch assembly, so that just pretty much freely does its thing, which is awesome. So I have to find one of those, find some lighting. I'm hoping this windshield doesn't have, or back window I guess, doesn't have too much overspray on it, and I can just clean that up, because that glass might not be the easiest to find. These quarter windows I might end up having to do Lexan, just because I don't know how hard those are going to be to find and to pull out of a car without breaking them. Door windows shouldn't be too hard to find. Not really too worried about that. All right, so sorry about that, but the camera died while I was over there. I forgot to bring my extra batteries with me. So you kind of can get an idea of where the car's at now by that. Like I said, it's in pretty rough shape. Like that car probably should have gone to a junkyard, but I'd hate to see another 240 smashed. So we'll see what we can do with it. The front end, like you saw, is pretty much gone. So I'm gonna have to cut the rest of it and then just do a tube front. As far as like doing pop-ups or a Sylvia front, I haven't really decided what we're gonna do there. It needs fenders and a hood, and it doesn't have headlights or a front bumper anyway. So it's gonna cost pretty much the same generally to do either one. So I don't really care either way. I like them both. So we'll kind of figure that later on. We're a little bit of ways away from that right now. So the plan is to do a budget build on it right now. I don't want to put a ton of money into it because I'm putting money into the GSX. So the plan is to do a dual cam KA and probably fab up like our own turbo kit or something for it. Just do something that's pretty basic, but will work and it'll make enough power to make it a fun car. And put a welded diff in it. And then the exterior, I'm obviously going to start working on windows and stuff like that. As far as the interior goes, I'm really not going to try and put all the interior back in it. I don't even have any of it, and trying to find every piece is not worth it. It'd be a huge cost and a ton of time. So I'm gonna clean the interior up, probably build a custom dash, custom gauges, all that stuff, and then just throw 2 bucket seats in it. But I'll make it look better than it looks right now, obviously. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna do a whole build series on this car too. And then once the GSX is done, we're gonna come back to the 240 and do something with that. So this weekend, we're gonna get the car switched around, get the 240 in the garage, and start tearing into that. The GSX is gonna sit while I'm still waiting on parts. There's still a bunch of parts I'm waiting on, so there's nothing I can do with it, so it might as well start working on something else while we're waiting. So I appreciate you guys watching these videos. If you like it, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.